And Damascadan will be the last horse to load as he was in the Queen's Plate. Lord High Executioner just walking into line. Now Damascadan, we're ready to go. They're at the post. They're off in the Prince of Wales Stakes. With approval, broke well on the far outside. Damascadan toward the inside. In between horses, Lord High Executioner. Stellar Knight comes away in fourth position. Most Valiant's the early trailer as they move in front of us for the first time. It's Damascadan, the early leader. Ray Sabran's going to try to nurse his speed. With approvals on the outside second. And Lord High Executioner is third. Most Valiant is fourth and Stellar Knight is fifth. The initial quarter was in 24-2. They're running through the clubhouse turn and Damascadan's off the rail, but he leads it by 2 lengths. With approvals going well in second and Lord High Executioner is third. Most Valiant is now fourth, about 5 lengths off the lead, and the trailers is Stellar Knight, and they enter the backstretch. Damascadan, he's led from the gate, half a mile in 49-3. It's a moderate pace, and Damascadan leads it by a length and a quarter. With approval on the outside second, he's at Damascadan's flank now. Lord High Executioner is third, Most Valiant's a closer fourth, just 2.5 lengths off the lead, and Stellar Knight is fifth, and there's a half mile to run in the Prince of Wales Stakes. Damascadan, he's still there. With approval is second, Most Valiant third. Lord High Executioner 2.5 lengths off the lead, and Stellar Knight 3/4 was in 1:14-2. They're midway of the far turn. There's an opening inside of Damascadan, and Jack Lauzon sends Most Valiant right on through. Don Seymour is asking with approval to pick it up now, and they move to the top of the stretch. 3 of them across the track. With approval, Damascadan and Most Valiant, they approach the 8th pole. Damascadan very game. With approval on the outside, Most Valiant on the inside. 3 of them, none of them giving away in a dramatic confrontation. With approval, Damascadan, Most Valiant in a heart-stopping finish. They're running out of ground. With approval, and Damascadan with approval by the narrowest of margins. He wins it. Damascadan second, Most Valiant third, then Stellar Knight and Lord High Executioner. Well, I think with approval got it, Ron and Jim, and now he's 1.5 miles of grass away from winning a $1 million bonus. If he wins the Breeder Stakes back at Woodbine on August the 20th, he gets all the marbles, and Ron and Jim, you have to absolutely love his chances.
Well, Danny, we saw the reaction of Ernie Samuel first, and then Frank DiGiulio, the owner of Damascadan, and both had to have a good look at this colt with approval, as you suggest. They'll, of course, have a photo by virtue of the close call at the wire, Jim, but a smashing victory again. I don't think the Attfields or the Wilmots are going to be able to stand these finishes with approval. Donnie Seymour now galloping on the back stretch, and here comes Bob Tiller just by us, the trainer of Damascadan, of course, and he'll be clearly disappointed by this outcome.
I guess it's a juxtaposition for Bob Tiller. He's certainly happy that his horse ran well, but on a heartbreaking loss as they came to the wire after a pace of 24-2 for the quarter, 49-3 for the half, 1:14-2 for the 3/4, 1:39, a sparkling time for a mile, and an excellent final clocking of 1:56-4. About midway up the stretch, it did not look like with approval was going to get there, but that cardiac kid we named him at the beginning of the show came through again.
Let's go to Terry Leibel.
Thank you, Ron. Bob Tiller, trainer of Damascadan. What do you think?
I think we got beat a nose right on the wire. It looked like it. Looked like he got beat the last jump.
You have to be thrilled with your 3-year-old, though.
I sure am. I'm very proud of him. He's a super horse.
They're flashing up, and I believe it's official now, is it? Well, that with approval, but Damascadan very game and really gave him a fight down the stretch, didn't he?
He did, Terry, and he, this is a great horse that beat him, but this horse is a great horse too. He's about as game a horse as you'll ever find, and he showed his stuff today, and it's just a shame that this other horse has got to be there, but he beat him. And
are you going to send him on to the Breeders' Stake?
I'm not going to decide that right now. We'll just see what happens.
All right, Bob, go check your horse out. Thank you very much. Ron, Jim?
Thank you very much, Terry. Obviously, we seek a word now with the winners with approval at the Prince of Wales Stakes, the victor. We'll be back with more from Fort Erie as CBC Sports Weekend's coverage of the Prince of Wales Stakes resumes in just a moment.